Here we are. Welcome back to Part 2, Understanding Your Audience. Why knowing your audience matters more than ever. You might have the best content in the world, the most polished delivery, and the best slides ever created, but if it's not aligned with your audience, it will fall flat. A great speech isn't just delivered, it's received. And to be received, you need to understand who's listening. This part is all about learning to read the room, adapting your tone, content, and energy-building messages that feel personal, timely, and relevant. Public speaking is a conversation, not a broadcast. Many people treat a speech like a monologue, but the best communicators know you're not performing at people, you're speaking with them. That means you need to speak their language, address their problems. Match their emotional and intellectual expectations. When you understand the audience's mindset, you connect faster, go deeper, and leave a stronger impression. Step 1. Know before you go. Before stepping into any speaking setting, classroom, boardroom, stage, or Zoom call, ask these 5 questions. Who are they? Students, executives, peers, potential clients. Why are they here? Voluntarily. Required? Curious? Expecting insight. What do they care about? Performance, inspiration, action items, personal stories. What tone is appropriate? Formal or casual? Technical or emotional? Analytical or visionary? What are their pain points? Frustrations? Gaps in knowledge? Doubts you can help resolve? Let's note a pro tip. If you're unsure, ask someone ahead of time. Even a short message like, "What does the audience care most about?" can shape your entire approach. Step 2. Identify audience personality types. Let's break your audience down into 4 major engagement archetypes. You'll usually find a mix of these in any room. Type 1, the thinker, analytical. Wants logic, facts, and a clear structure. Responds to data, models, insights. Turn off, rambling, vague answers. Engage them with statistics. Reasoned arguments. Thought-provoking questions. Type 2, the doer, action-oriented. Wants results, fast takeaways, and action steps. Responds to bullet points, timelines, solutions. Turn off, long stories with no clear outcome. Engage them with lists and summaries. Real-world application. Calls to action. Type 3, the feeler, relational. Craves emotion, stories, and human connection. Responds to authenticity, vulnerability, shared experiences. Turn off, overly dry or robotic tone. Engage them with personal stories, humor, empathy. Type 4, the dreamer, visionary. Loves big ideas, inspiration, and future thinking. Responds to passion, creative visuals, bold vision. Turn off, dry delivery or excessive detail. Engage them with analogies, visionary statements, questions about the future. Activity. Think of your last speech or presentation. Which of these types did you speak to best? Which did you neglect without realizing it? Most powerful speakers weave elements for all 4, but you can also dial in on the dominant group if one clearly stands out. Step 3. Adapt in real time. Even if you prep perfectly, things can change in the moment. You must learn to read audience energy live and adjust accordingly. Signs they're engaged, nodding taking notes, eye contact laughing, or smiling asking questions. Signs they're disengaged, looking at phones. Side conversations. Blank stares, fidgeting. Leaning back or away. Adapt by switching tone, asking a question, telling a short story. Referring to something recent or relevant, adaptability is engagement's secret weapon. Nathan was giving a tech talk at a startup event. He planned a deeply technical breakdown, but 2 minutes in, he noticed blank faces and distracted glances. He paused, took a breath, then said, "You know what? Let me shift gears. Instead of starting with code, let me tell you how I broke a live app on launch day." Suddenly, the room leaned in. People laughed. He pivoted and the audience followed him. Why? Because he read the room and spoke to them, not at them. Pro speaker tip: start by acknowledging the room. You don't need to pretend you know everything. A great way to connect is to say, "I know some of you are here after a long day, so let's keep this fun. I'll keep this practical because I know you've got real problems to solve. If you're new to this topic, great. We'll start simple and build up." What this does, it shows awareness, builds trust, and sets the tone with them in mind. Now here's your exercise. Warned, pick a group of 3 people you talk to often: coworkers, friends, classmates. 2. For each person, identify, are they a thinker, doer, feeler, or dreamer? 3. Next time you speak to them, try tailoring your message to their type. What to watch for? Do they respond more quickly? Do they nod or engage more than usual? This skill works everywhere, not just on stage. Keep practicing and see you in the next part.